up against them. What are we saying, Chad? Are you echoing the sentiment of the Des Furia hot favorites for this?
They should be, right? And that's the conversation. But anything can happen in this matchup, especially with the head-to-head that was discussed. But let's get things underway here as Furia swiftly making their way over to that B bomb site. All 5 members congregating now. U2 set up, Lato and Taco to receive.
Pins soon to be pulled. It's safe that will mark the start. Drop at the front of the pack and feet on the ground into the site and shut down immediately. It's Lato looking to string together a pair. K-Serato resilient. Damage dealt. Yuri and K-Serato with a limp. Taco low on site. Finish nicely as K-Serato tucks him in tight. Back and forth. Continues to look good for the Furia side. Bomb is down and just 2 trying to fight their way back in.
And both with Julies here. You wouldn't mind having these through the next round to play, get that cheap upgrade into the head armor, but lingering for now and, well, thinking better of it on the fate of that smoke. So 00Nation, they will concede here, and Furia kick it off in simple fashion, right over to B and execute. Away you go. That timing on that window smoke, it actually bloomed after they'd already made their way in, so that bought them a couple of extra seconds here.
You were doing that on Mirage in 2015 ahead of the smokes.
Yeah, look, you know, this map, it's been around for an awful long time. I think it's great to have the likes of Taco and Cold Zero. You heard Yanko mentioning, hold on, Dumao, you want these, mate. There you go.
Ooh,
and that's a nice little saucy $300 in the back pocket. K-Serato beheads Cold Zero, and there goes the bomb. Dumao does stay alive, so one of them retaining these dual Berettas. But talking about the fact that the Brazilians kind of made their mark on the international scene on this map, and now we get them going toe-to-toe, it's going to be a split crowd, right?
That man helped me order halloumi this morning.
Oh, okay.
That was the guy.
Oh, at the hotel?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
much love to him.
Small world.
Yeah, 9Z fan.
Absolute small world.
Good lad, good lad. Much love to him, and of course, not much love for 00Nation. Just going to be forcing around those Julies. Or, well, they were Julies. Of course, you can see FAMAS Scout in the mix. A whole lot of rifles and a lot of pressure early into mid. You can see Dumao will be tucking himself into that ladder room, hoping to spring the trap should they commit.
Now, smokes are important on Mirage, right? But in terms of blocking out the choke points, you got a couple more leaks to worry about than, say, a map like Inferno. So a couple of smokes deployed early from 00Nation. It's not like they have 5 across the board. They've been able to get that FAMAS into the hands of Lato, the Julies. So maybe an extra purchase or 2 in the pistols here that could have got them a key piece of util. But early, it's all good in the hood. Cold Zero on the jiggle close round, doesn't see an awful lot. That frees up Try. He will be able to try and contribute, pardon the pun, towards the mid and connector positions, but really taking their time here. Furia not in a rush for once.
Yeah, that's true. Safe and Art, though, will be combining with the smoke up. It's their time to move and shake. And we talked about Dumao, tucked in tight. Lato, of course, with the biggest gun in the group. Good flash. Woo, better from the Deagle. Dumao 1. Lato still strong.
Look where the bomb is right now. Over towards the vent room here. So scrambling. Furia have to get this Art. In-game leader, man, for the job. We'll scoop this up. Drop still towards the B apartments, but there's Cold holding this A-ramp the whole time. That's surely the round.
Yeah, you'd think so, right? Drop and Art asked to come up 2 versus 4, and this is the clear. If he can find Lato safely, cleanly. Oh, we are on for something. Taco only a Deagle. Spots out Art. Rush down. Still drop falls. And he doesn't have the health for this. 3 now barreling towards his location. Cold on A. And ooh, Taco oversteps the line before Try could contribute. We say that though. The scout goes down. A big one out of Art. 3 of the 4 that were required. And he's been caught out. Strafes away. Cold has let it slip. Little windy in the arena today. Bomb now ticking. Art versus Cold in Brazil. And that is lovely. Cold stops Art in his tracks and seals that second round. We will tie things up immediately.
Yeah, well, Yanko calling for Art's head. Art taking a couple there, some tiny shots for him, but these force by wars likely to continue here. Great little recovery there from Cold. It got dicey. Here's Art just taking name after name. This is where you start to panic, because what's going on? Are we going to wait? Are we going to play together? Everybody leering forward, and Cold has to come in and say, look, no more of this. I'll finish this one off. Now, the bomb did go down. There is residual cash available here. So Furia will be forced buying back of their own.
And there is definitely a mental game at play here as well. I mean, we've already seen it discussed with the Bad News Eagles result for 00Nation. Furia, of course, a heartbreak against Big Clan.
That one's going to sting.
It will, especially if this goes south.
Well, how long will the force by wars continue here? There's a chance for them to respond back in kind. Safe with the scout top mid, has a lot of room to work with. Dumao waiting for some type of a cue to unleash those 20 bullets of doom. We'll start to rotate back over. So on high alert towards B in the early stages. Pistol round B execute. Second round an attempted B split. And now in the early stages again, heading over to Taco's domain. So trying to soften up the let's say, experienced in-game leader over towards this side of the map.
Yeah, or just trying to keep cold.
Yeah, that's true. He's iced out right now over towards A, unless they decide to pivot here. And a bit of damage done through, unconfirmed. Caserado being tagged down and wants to continue with a little bit more. Just feeling each other out here. It hasn't just been crazy in your face, let's biff. It's take your time, take the control, and now look for the fights. That's a hefty nade. Art's low.
Yeah, and ooh, through the window, Dumao, he could be set for another here. His teammate Taco deals with the threat from safe. And yeah, this one looks to peter out. Furia looking to concede this jostle for economic control. A missed shot. Yuri running out of hit points. 38 seconds, and look at their health. It's getting worse as well. Lato racks up a double.
Yeah, it looks dire here, right? But they have to give this one a crack. And this is the worst way that you could lose the follow-up force buy. The fact that you don't get any kills, the bomb's not going to go down. Yuri doesn't really want to save the Tech 9 or the Scout there, and he'll fall. So flawless from 00Nation here into round number 3. And this will set them up a nice little bed, right? They can rest their head. Should get an easy one against Furia here, who I doubt they'll be upgrading into too much. Remember, this has been a long day, right? The fact that we get 2 best of 1s in the same day. We've got the fans here early, the players as well. A lot of emotions here, especially for the players in the server right now. You guys have heard more than enough of that at home, I'm sure. But these guys are the focal point right here. Furia, I'm sure they're not the pride of the nation. I think that one will go to Imperial, but they're definitely the ones who should be the flag bearers in terms of finding their best performances. Back-to-back majors, getting into the playoffs.
Yeah, it has been about taking that next step, though. You're sure you can get to the majors, but can you do damage at them? A strong group stage certainly would inspire some confidence, but fumbling a very heavy lead leaves them here in that 0-1 game. Head-to-head, 00Nation, very flat in their first as well. And you can see Art has summoned the troops to just have a little investigation of this A site. Now, don't forget, 0 resources. We were looking for...
If they can get a plan, Alex.
Ideally.
A plan would be nice here. Okay, try. Let's see if he can get himself stuck into this one. Notice how the crowd isn't cheering every kill here. I don't think they know who to barrack for right now.
That's true.
It's definitely lost a bit of its gusto in that regard.
But let's put this under the microscope. The fact that they had the flawless in the previous, if they get another flawless, those coffers are getting really hefty.
Yeah, and that's what I meant by worst case scenario, right? They didn't do any damage, didn't force any rebuys here. It was very unlikely they'd invest into this one. No plan. Now they're just soaking out the clock and hoping to bait out this Utah, which they are, but that's the most successful thing they have. Here's Cold, finally activates from the back of sight. 3 kills for him, Dumao with the final, and you'd be happy with that one. The fist bumps come out and a 3-1 lead in favor of 00Nation here, but this is where we can start to get into the thick of things. It will be a Furia gun round. There will not be an AWP available for safe here, so that is cause for concern as far as his role. But they should have enough for the AKs, maybe Galils if they want that extra util. And we do have a bit of a technical timeout called here from Art, so Cloud9 jersey, that's rare.
Whoa.
That is very rare.
Have we had any Brazilians in a Cloud9 jersey?
Maybe he was, you know, back when Cloud9 were here winning all those years ago, right? So maybe maybe he got the jersey back then.
Yeah, rolling it back, respect.
Someone's got to do it.
But, I mean, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but we've definitely seen none of that signature Furia pace as of yet. This is a Furia T side. It's a best of 1. You know, I think sooner rather than later, Art's going to want to do Art things. And speaking of Art things, here he comes. Very early, lots of sound, likely heard and relayed. Dumao surely screaming, and Caserado just screams into the sight of his own volition. Lato's blind, back is turned, and over the top, Caserado doesn't check. Lato, another double. And it falls apart for Furia. They try and throw pace into it, and they get nothing done. Maybe Art can resuscitate and recover. Yet to see safe frag. Art and safe now in combination level the playing field. A 2-on-2 with a lot of time, but that doesn't mean anything. Back of the head, we lose Cold. And Furia fully recover. Okay, not aware of a lot of situations there, 00Nation. That's so surprising. The open runway now tagged him out low. This is the superstar, the man of the moment for 00Nation, and it doesn't look like he wants to get this one done. Is it a reposition or is it a save? The jump, well, wasn't converted there, and now he's just going to take a very silent walk over towards the B apartments. This is looking likely to be a save here from Dumao, but Art has to be the man you turn to, because the fact he gets up undetected, you said lots of noise, it seemed like it, felt like he also got lost as he was making his way up. Dumao might be able to find this kill here onto the likes of safe.
the jiggle, takes the duel, and Dumao will convert. So, tidy stuff for Furia to get back into the winning ways. That's 3 consecutive for 00Nation, and they have plenty of cash, right? We talked about the clean sweeps. Lado might require a bit of a drop here, but Dumao can hook him up. And there's the bit of the awkward moment there. Quesarado just walking on top of Lado's head, and he gets that double up. The bomb goes down. You start to worry, but you can see Lado from that perspective so glued towards the apartments, not expecting Art. And this one here, odd, no? Very odd. I think it's Art taking a risk that Cold Zero wasn't ready for there, but back turned. I think Art was counting his lucky stars at that moment.
Okay, well, straight
Such
into...
a B-lane, Alex. Again. It's almost been the entire game.
That is a lot of util. 4 smokes flying through the sky in the first 10 seconds, and drop already, feet on the site. A nice smoke for him to linger within or push straight through. Taco completely pans Lato, has been the savior of this B site. That's 7 frags already racked up for the Bianca.
Hey, flanking, try, you're dead, mate. See you later.
Lovely catch. Again, Furia just keep bullying this B bomb site, but that was off spawn.
Yeah, but this is going to have echoes throughout the rest of this game, right? They are punishing Taco over towards this B bomb site. They're saying, yeah, hey, look, we know the Taco, right? We know that we can try and crack on in here, and they're doing so with great success. I think there was only 1 round they didn't try and finish towards B, and that was the full eco, where they took the Glocks out the A ramp. So we've got 6 rounds of play. I think 5 of them have been pressuring the B bomb site. Dumao will take down Art. I don't think he's going to get offered too much more. Yuri towards the pillar safe. Very safe, and Quesarado over towards that vent room. So everything controlled and patrolled right now for Furia, as they will tie things up 3-3. It has to be the save right now. Yeah, things have definitely been very spicy for Taco on B. So what's the adjustment, right? This is where you have to ask yourself the question. Do you attempt now to go, okay, they're going to keep coming B, so we need to maybe do an underpass push? Do we try and get an AWP over there when available? Or do we think that they're going to change it up now and try and punish our mid or our A? Because this is the mind games between the 2 teams right now. Do they want to keep the pressure towards the B bomb site, or will they start to change their call? To get back underway, round 7 of this domestic derby live from Rio de Janeiro. Drops early, establishing the aggressive hold. He knows it's unlikely there's going to be a fully equipped CT inquiring into the apartment. Their adjustment was send 2 players over. If they want to boost or jump up and fight, we have 2 players to take this heads-up duel, which is, look, let's say a 50-50, maybe a 45-55, depends on how you want to split it right there. So they were trying to deal with those aggressive maneuvers for info over towards B. So that's at least the approach from Furia here, but 00Nation are doubling down, and on the A side, and doubling down with Cold Zero and Dumao, 2 very solid riflers for this team over towards the A side. So Furia could walk into this trap. You can see them feeling it out now, taking their time. 2 players out top mid. That's Yuri and Safe. And drop through the underpass. And Quesarado continuing to lurk over towards that A ramp. It does look like a B split again. They're making their way up Cat once more. Yeah, Try's not really equipped for that fight. Certainly not head to head. He's going to look to catch one unawares. Silencer affixed to his barrel. Yuri making no secret of his presence, pushed on up, but behind Lato, oh dear! Misses his shot. Taco does not. The no-scope from Safe and not rewarded. 3 bodies are dropping. Dumao had the chance to finish right there. Cole does not have the health though. Tries recovered. A weapon he knows all too well. Time's a problem here. 20 seconds left. They have to get the bomb. They have to get into a site. Yeah, but they're so split up. It really does fall to drop. He has to get away from this. A great frag. But can he get away? He has gone unscathed. Being hunted now. He doesn't have the time to take this fight. He has to go the same way. Supported. Quesarado. The fact that they lost track of that is something in itself. I know we got Jane playing on the other thing, but the can't take it away from everyone. A change-up. A very interesting one. Look at this. Art dumps his nades and throws his body into the site. Cold, excited, drops his own smoke. Caught under the smoke. Dumao low. Cold, though, should have an angle, but he's already slipped through. An interesting angle of assault. I don't know if Cold's prepared. Back turned. Art down. Furia trying to twist the screws on the A defense, but Cold does not buckle. Dumao was brought very low. Oh, did he see? I don't think so. Yeah, he does now. Yuri, surely he saw the slither there. I'm not so sure he has, Chad. Looking for Cold, prioritizing that. Back is turned, and Dumao on 10 HP. Gets the freebie, Safe, bomb on his back. Still has Quesarado in tow as well. A smoke to elope. Safe with a back turn and a brilliant shot. Tracks dry, puts us into a 2-on-2, and there's a lot of time this time. Well, this is Furia Counter-Strike, the bomb with the AWPer in the window room. Of course. So right now he can go anywhere, and Lado's just given up his position. Safe, aware, very, very aware Taco's on the flank, though. I think he's unknown right now.
Yeah, Serato and Safe. They'd love to lock down this A plant. Safe is very paranoid. That sound cue has got him searching, and Taco perhaps can strike. Great find, immediate trade. It's Taco versus Serato. The pressure's on Serato, though. That bomb will not plant itself. Can do it with the duel. Taco, known and ready. It's Serato again with the close.
Oh, sitting him down right there. Serato, I think a big argument can be made. This is the best Brazilian player right now, and he's showing it here.
He's sharp. He really is, and racking them up in the domestic bout. 12 and 5, Chad, top of the tables. Credit to Dumao, he's keeping up with him.
We saw him there,
yeah.
I swear. But look, Safe found his impact here in a very big way, right? Instrumental position here. Again, 00Nation players just not back turned, but definitely caught off guard. And down to the pistols here. So that round right there, even though they did finish towards A, you could see they were trying to open up the rotations. Let's pressure A, let's draw the players off mid, let's take the avenue and access towards connector and window. And then they finished, well, I'd say the first time over towards the A site here. But here's
what's he up to?
Yeah, it's a bit risky, isn't it? But you got to take the risks, especially with these Deagles.
It's rewarded with some information. At the bare minimum, gets away unscathed as well. Nothing to report. That might change quickly, though. You can see Furia starting to posture, puff up their chest, park Yuri in mid, the majority towards the A side.
I think if we use this little Deagle by here, or the deco as it were, as an example, you can see Dumao in the vent, Lato close short, and Taco over towards B. That's how they're dealing with the B pressure, right? And but that means your mid's a little bit more susceptible, your A's obviously a lot weaker, and then more pressure on Cold, who I think he's going to get caught off guard here. He's mollied out of position. He's talking a lot, so yeah, I think he's definitely heard that one now.
And he knows he can just burrow into sandwich. They will isolate the A defender down. Try to rotate through. Bomb on its way. Oh, put on its floor. Try. Big one out of the Desert Eagle. He'd need a whole lot more of that, though. Perhaps a boost. You can see Lato posturing for it. Drop to go sweep through. Safe from the flash. You need a quick and spicy Deagle headshot, and it's not come through. Furia wrap it up, put the bow on it. Lato unchecked for now, and drop does go down. A quick one for another Serato, the closer. 3 in the round, puts him up to 15 in 9 rounds of play.
Yeah, well, he's the heavy hitter right now for Furia. On the other side, Dumao up to 11 already. We do have Drop, who only has 1 kill, 2 for Yuri. So there's some big names for Furia yet to get activated here just yet, and that is a scary factor at the side of the nation. But they will be able to get the buyback through. AWP out. M4s are plenty, even a diffuse kit for good measure here. So they are starting light over towards B, so 00Nation think they've weathered the storm. Taco, the solo defender, and back towards A again. So some classic calling from Furia here. We go B, we go A.
Yeah, but this time, Try has something a bit bigger than the Desert Eagle. Art manufactures a gap. Try could be susceptible. Art is up to his usual antics. Gold spammed down through Serato. And it's just Try, really. Lato's losing a lot of health on that smoke spray as well. Try now 1 HP and finished as well. Furia haven't seen a single of their frags so far.
Do you save? And if you do, how do you get back past Drop? Look at him up through the underpass, back turn to Lato again here.
Oh, it's problems for Lato. He's not going to clear that corner. A quick headshot into the back of the dome. Taco now just looking to preserve.
But again, it feels like there's been too much of that, right? In the back of the head, out-rotated, out-positioned, unawares.
It's very rare in professional Counter-Strike we see so much of it, and it has been in quick succession.
Yeah, some of these more sporadic opening moves that we've seen, right? Art's doing it, he's not just running, throwing his body on the line. You talked about that manufactured gap right there. Molly, the smoke, the play, and look, the fact that Serato has the awareness there to be spamming through the balcony, they think they know where Cold Zero likes to play. Holding on for his life, he'll take the exits. Everybody loves a couple of cheeky exit kills, and should be getting to hold on to this AK-47 unless they start. Yep, I was going to say spamming now. But do they take another timeout? Do you have another chat? You've already burnt 2 so far, 00Nation.
But it's also, if you put yourself in the shoes of 00Nation, we've seen B and A be exploited. And what you're supposed to do about that?
Yeah, they're having a real rough go of things here.
That was the spam.
This is where maybe you want to do something a little bit more proactive on the map, right? You maybe want to take a mid-fight, or you want to send an AWP aggressively over towards B, or you want to put a shotgun in the hands of Taco, Alex.
Yeah, and 4 CTs leaning A side as well.
Well, this is the thing. Like, you can continue to stack sites and try and out-position and out-call what Art and Co are coming up with here, or like I said, you can take some initiative and take a fight yourself.
That's lovely, nade. Good damage, chips away at Drop and Yuri. Maybe that will soften him up for the Nova. We'll find out. Here they come. Silent but deadly. Tries Deagle. Oh, he's going to be forced to put out the smoke. They combine with a spray. Brought very low with a fumble. Yuri caught again. Try contributes. But a lot more required of the CTs. Oh, want to keep them at bay. A good nade. Serato clears out the underbalk. He's still got that rifle on Dumao. He is the high fragger from 00Nation.
But look at the radar, Alex. Art's about to walk in a B. They can drop the bomb back. Relinquish control as long as Drop gets out, and that's a big kill. The AK's on the deck. Cole's going to pick it up, but there shouldn't be any more issues. Rotate back around. You've got plenty of time. You don't have to stay here. Art is in the B bomb site right here, right now, clearing things out. If they, I guess they could just pause and allow Art to come and stab them in the back.
That might be his preference.
Yeah, an actual knife from Art here wouldn't be too bad. Taco, I don't know if he's aware of the full rotation around the world.
He's going to start getting a bit suspicious now. Definitely not the weapon for a retake B, so happy to dig his heels in.
25 seconds.
Yeah, Serato's made it clear. Still presence in the Palace. Cold, safe from the initial CT angle. It's Drop that will lose the bomb. Now we need to see the trade is safe, not the weapon. Ooh. Cold with a lot of impact, but plenty of time. Still 10 seconds as the frags come through.
I think a bit of an insurance policy right there was Art.
This dude's got backed both horses. He's wearing a Furia jersey. He's got a Cold version on him as well.
Maybe he wants to see those two boys over there at Fury. You never know.
Yeah, or he's just, we could call him a turncoat.
Bit of a chop and a change.
Ready to unzip depending on how the half goes.
Well, it's looking good for Fury right now. They have taken the half victory here. 8 secured. The AWP out for Try, but again, you have to take some fights, and there's one. Try takes down Art. No more mid-aggression for you, he says, but now in the middle of things, he'll get taken out by the AWP on the other side. Yuri picks up Lado, and the kills keep coming. Try responds once more. We're in a 3-on-3.
Okay, Serato still wants to knock on that door. Smoked off for now. Drop lingers in mid. Now that's the bomb. He has safe in tow. And decisions to be made. Art pulling the strings from the heavens. Sense of urgency wanes. No need to rush things. It's looking for that information now. A battle of intelligence. That's the fight. Wow, Coldzera versus Serato and Furia come up trump twice.
How many times has Serato just sat, waited, and the fight has come his way? It feels more often than not here, and he is beast moding right now. 19 kills and counting.
Here comes another. Bang! Bang! Another close. Serato up to 20. 20.
Owning them right now. This is a show.
He's got the same amount of frags as Yuri, Safe, and Art combined.
Well, that's a quick maths right there.
Whew.
Okay, yeah, this is getting out of control now. Look, this was a chance for them to put up a bit of a fight, and they did, right? Try finding some impact with the AWP. Coldzera, he's locked in sandwich. That's not a position where you can rotate. You're committed. As soon as you step out, if anybody's watching the line, you see exactly what happens. That's a perfect example for everybody at home.
Try needs to, once again, contribute, this time with a much smaller weapon. A compromised partial buy. Cold again catches flame and does manage to elope safely. A lick of damage and another barrage of util. This is very nice from Furia, but Cold sticking out. He still finds the frag. Hiding on that default, that slither gap. Manufactured but punished. Art gone. First casualty for Furia. Will this be their first fumble too? They're walking into a trap. Yuri just rounds the corner, unloading his magazine. Drop as well in the feed, and just like that, the House of Cards topples down 00Nation. They had their pieces in place. Doesn't come through. Safe seems switched on, aware as to the likelihood of a connector occupation.
We're looking at here, this is about to be 9 in a row. Oh, unless Taco has something to say about things. Drop down, 2-on-2 now, the bomb is planted. There 35 seconds left on the clock. They will have to get a bit of a wriggle on, but they do have a smoke for Lado here. If Safe finds this kill, rounds should be secured, and I think that'll be it.
Yeah. Oh, that smoke betrays his position. Shadow.
Serato. They have been here every single time Furia has made it to a major, make it 5.
Yeah, and there is a conversation to be had about that changing of the guard. You know, so some of the old lot seeing this as a bit of a farewell tour. They've talked about last dances and etc. 2022 may be the last year we see some of the names in that server. Passing the torch, and then this time, Dumao gets away, not only with the frag, but with his life. Drop looking to level the odds, a quick one. Takes stairs, looking for the trade. Is Cold around this bench position? He should have it. Cold stepping up when it matters most into the 3-on-3. The T's have control of the A side. It's up to Lato and Try to regroup for this retake. Does K-Serato really? Yeah, he just wants to take the fight, or the AK Try will punish. Yuri and Safe joined at the hip. Try's barrel has been spotted, and Safe will communicate the same. Looking for it, and back his turn. Safe does not let that one go. A real opportunity, and surely the B site is going to be investigated. You can see Safe has got his running shoes on.
It's an open runway. Nobody can stop him right now. Safe can literally run into the site. He does not know the bomb site is open right now, and if Yuri presses forward, if Taco makes a step, gives up a sound cue, then Yuri can cut off the rotations here. It doesn't look like he's going to activate in time, but Taco's starting to investigate now. He will hear the bomb, hear the digits going down, and Yuri will hear the rotation of Lato.
Lovely. Oh, I was going to say position from Yuri. Now he's lost Safe. It becomes a very different story. Taco, good awareness. Still looking and finds Yuri. And from CT, the fourth is found for 00Nation.
Okay, it's something. It's definitely something to work with here. And for Furia, it is looking like a lot of deathmatch. It's so strange the way that they've tried to play out these rotations when the rounds have gotten close, right? We had the round with Safe in the window with the AWP, and this one here where he's been sent on his own mission over towards that B bomb site. They're not playing this as most teams would, a Mirage, and that's classic with Furia.
Let's have a look at that closely.
Felt like,
I'm looking at the expert.
Yep, sometimes it happens.
Okay,
yep.
right. Volvo. Accelerates. Cold needs this on the FAMAS, not going to be able to deliver. And quickly taking control back. It's Try that does manage to chip one away from the pack. Safe from the Molly in the second as well. They may not. Oh, Molly him out. Yep, force forward. He's done very well to manage the cues. Drop is unprepared, and Lato combines. Big effort from Try into a very winnable final round of this first half. Lato over the top of the smoke. Did he catch a glimpse of Yuri? Yuri staring at him, still finds him with the spray. Just awareness at an all-time high. And Taco on the retake. They know he'll be coming in from that mid side. Well, it certainly do now as he unloads his mag. This shot out of Safe. Taco to reposition. They aren't in a hurry to get that bomb down, but Yuri's still on the digits now. Safe across to CT, running them down. Taco, urgency here to try and make it a 1v1. He cannot isolate the jewels. It will go 11-4.
Now, on the other side of things, 0-0, yeah, that's for sure, and it'll be a 2 on the other end of that. They will be playing a best-of-3 for their life. So one of the two are going to be at the bottom of the barrel after this game.
I mean,
looking good.
Going 1-1 for Furia would probably enable them to get some sleep. I think going 0-2 to sleep is completely out of the question, as is their ability to perhaps think clearly into the next day of play.
You have to run the gauntlet then, aren't you? It's going to be best of 3. So for 00Nation, if they do go down here, which is seeming likely now, it'll be 3 consecutive best of 3s required just to get to that next stage of play.
A little bit of information on this mid-walk. They might want to boost for K-Serato, but yeah, the turret is in. Cold wants to take the fight regardless, and that is perfect. One click, one frag. K-Serato wants to send these boys packing. Nothing to report, nothing to celebrate. The USPs popping heads like cherry tomatoes. And look at the face, K-Serato. It's just business as usual. And I think for them, that is just going to be enough to really ride the rest of this one out.
Yeah, K-Serato's smurfing on these kids right now. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's 22 kills, just owning. The next closest on his team has 12, so he's 10 kills ahead of the pack here. Dumal's the only one putting up resistance, and he had a couple of exit kills, if we're going to be honest, and that's sharp as you like. Oh, even off the goosh there, drop finding the final, so tidy work for him. And yeah, well, this is where it gets rough for 00Nation. No plants, not a whole lot of kills to boast about. Now into the force by straight into the blender. Art up and over, damage done. He will tuck away.
Very nice out of Art, gets away despite being spotted out. The rest, spotted out as well. Look at Yuri screaming, the rest of the team's on A. Nothing for Try to do but die, and just Lato and Taco up against the whole CT squad. They're not long for the world either. 13, speed running to the finish line here, Furia.
That's both pistol rounds, and this time they didn't flub the second. So that's a whole different conversation here. Not only that, 00Nation with that full investment now will have to take an eco of their own. And at this point, maybe next round take the timeout, but then think about the comeback. Think about the required comeback. Now, actually, Furia were at a 13-3 scoreline a little bit earlier today. So we'll hold out, right? We'll continue to treat this one as the drubbing it appears to be. A Deagle, make it 2, a couple of P250s, and a Glock in play for this one. And I think just take pace out of the game. Right? These type of matches, especially when you're being blown out, it can go by very quickly. Yeah. And I know that seems like a silly thing to say, but you blink and you go, we didn't even get to play Counter-Strike, because you look at the amount of traction or kills that they're getting. It's not an awful lot. Right? In these situations where you're holding onto your guns, you're saving, maybe you get an exit, right? It's still going quite quickly. So this game has run away from 00Nation. They've lost Taco to kick things off. Just 4 more to find right now, but as you can see, the pace being taken out.
Yeah, understandably so. Also, just from the more human standpoint, you'd love a round where you can kind of screw your head back on.
That's the thing. Look, I would love it to have a massive round where maybe Duman goes beast mode and gets 4 stick kills and it looks really cool, but you would like to just have a clean default round where you execute well and you find your necessary kills, and then from that point you go, okay, well, we won a solid round of
Counter-Strike. We got to play, yeah.
You can't just have hero moments. There's no way you're going to come back in a game like this with hero moments. It needs to be the team activating as a unit, taking it round by round as we hit them up and bucket out top mid, and that is 2 rounds back to back with all 5 staying alive for Furia. They are sitting pretty right now. Cash aplenty. Oh, look at this one.
It was 3-1. I mean, it doesn't seem that long ago that we witnessed that pistol round go the way of Furia, and then 3 quick, successful rounds out of 00Nation. Now still round 19 with only 4 to boast. So that default you were asking about, let's see what their game plan is. 00Nation now with every bell, whistle, and grenade they could desire, and they're taking it. Palace.
Very fast. Very fast.
Doom
this
out.
is not good.
In. Fury out. Art still a problem. And that will cancel the initial aggress. Great placement of the incendiary. Forces Try out of the line. Tries to regain control with a smoke of his own. Lato, great shot. Hunts down Art. Safe the unknown entity. But, oh, Taco's going investigating as Drop does pull out of B. So this commitment onto A. It will all be on safe. As Taco waves the flag saying B wide open, you can see around the world maneuver about to be adopted, try to smoke their cross through mid. If that's what they want to go for, Drop might activate with his MP9.
The only way here this one could get rumbled is somebody pushed underpass, right? And tried to cut Lato off, and that's not going to happen here. Try dipping back now as well. And maybe Safe and Drop just want to hold on to some goodies. There is an opportunity for Drop to get involved and find himself a rifle upgrade, but as he walks back, he might get a bit of a rude shock. Look how far forward Taco is. He's pressed extremely aggressively into the market position. It is against an MP9, sure, but Taco will have the jump on him here, and yeah, it does appear to be the save now. Safe over towards T-Spawn. Drop starting to relinquish control. And if they can find the AWP off the back of Try here, that wouldn't be terrible to carry forward. There's no concerns right now if you're Furia. Sure, we lost a round, right? That's not great, but we have plenty of cash. We've had the clean anti-ecos and eco rounds, as it were. Try is actually investigating here, like ships in the night. Safe has just ducked under that line of sight, so if he pokes that beak of the AWP too far forward, he will be losing it. But all good in the hood. Okay, so Drop finds himself an AK. Safe to hold on to the M4. We'll see if Safe wants to go into the AWP. Right, that's the next question, because he can drop this and buy himself the AWP. I'm sure Yuri would love to get a bit of an upgrade here going forward. And look, you're not going to coast if you're Furia, but you have the opportunity to lose a couple of rounds like that and not worry about it.
Sure, but with the context of game 1,
sure,
Furia,
yep.
When do we get anxious?
They will probably start to get anxious. Look, maybe after this round a little bit. They're investing in a double orbs, right?
Okay.
So this is hefty, right? It's not to say they won't have a buy into the next depending on the saves here, but this is a huge investment right now. If this is the game plan that they want to run with, the double orbs need to ring true.
Taco out mid. A lot of utility to weather through. Cold in tow as well. Very clear indicators as to where they want to finish up. Bomb on the back of Try. Smoke lined up, another one blooms in window, so information at a cost. Really only going to come from Drop. He's turned tail as well, so nothing to report. Taco starts his crawl. Great flash. Taco ate it.
Oh
no! Both blind. Yuri profits and doesn't get away. Big frag back from Cold. Trades keep coming. Drop keeps Furia with a leg up in the round, committing now a gap that they may not expect. Safe calling a lot, moving in. Yeah, would rather play the numbers. Keiserato about to extend them. 4 versus 2. Cool, calm, and looking to collect. Try does find the 1. Not an easy duel for Lato. Might want to call for the AWP.
There's no util down. The smoke's all faded. There's no util left. You've got Lato committed to this position and Try very low on HP. They're up and the over. That's the maneuver, but Safe's dropped on back. He's going to give him this line. No need. You can make the next move. You have to plant that bomb. We do not need to fight you right here, right now.
Okay, so a little bit of freedom of movement. Bomb will go down. And now I imagine Furia start to clamp in as that 3-man unit. One thing that does have to be regarded is those double AWPs. Okay, as I finish that sentence, Art equips himself with the Kalashnikov. Must win round here for Try. 22 points of health. Not easy on this AWP line. He needs to find one of them, and he does. Drop down. Molly denies him. Completely cut out. It's up to Lato now, and if he doesn't hit that shot, he's in trouble, but he does. Lato's done everything for the 0-0 Nation conversion. It's not planted for him. Needs the deagle, finds it, safe in the one-on-one. Very low, very susceptible. Barrel spotted, and no time. 0-0 Nation, the must-win. Try does go down with the bomb, but a 5th found, and every member of Furia down with it.
Yeah, that's a rough one, right? That type of investment that they made right there, the fact that they had the number advantage in that situation, and they lose a round like that. And now they have to have a conversation because their money across the board, it's not looking pretty. This is how it started. Bit of an unforced error there, right? Taco either a little bit ahead on that timing, but it looked off. Let's just put it that way. It's a great shot from Lato under pressure. Him and Try, some of the younger guns on this 0-0 Nation side, especially as far as that experience goes. And they've invested into 2M4, so trying to level out the cash here.
Still threatening.
Definitely so. And well, they've gone heavy towards A with this lean. Art, Yuri, and Safe early.
That's a
rather boosted.
Gap.
Yeah, it is cheeky, isn't it?
Supported as well by a secondary smoke. Just as one fades, another takes its place, this time on Con.
Now they've gone into a standard spread of around here. Drops over towards B. Art and Keiserato in the crossfire with the M4s. Yuri lingering around if one needs to get picked up. And Safe just tucked in close towards that A ramp.
Oh, he's taken some dangerous info maneuvers. Thinks better of it now. Smoke implies a commitment, double as well, so mid-info removed. Sound cues are plenty. Duma wants to flush Keiserato out of his hidey hole. Successful in doing so.
I'm not sure if anybody heard that. Duma would have been the only one closest and available to do so right there, so at least they know the vent room is clear.
It's up to Art here. Mag 10 VM4. Art prevails. And that's a big one out of Safe. He only had the 5-7, still puts Lato down and out. Another contribution.
Drop's still here.
Just out of arm's reach though, can't pick up the rifle, and they are starting to knock on drop. Just the deagle, not the weapon for the job. Keiserato still a problem. 28 looking for 29, needs fresh mag first. Burnt down, but still standing as Keiserato continues to close. Furia have found their 15th. And 0-0 Nation have lost hope.
Well, now they're on their feet out there. Look, we might have to get a bit of a local expert of what the bloody hell is going on. To start the day, the Brazilian matches, it was going gangbusters.
It was fuego. It was crazy.
And now I think they don't know who to support. It's a little bit of an awkward situation out there. You can see the faces. It's not cheers for every kill.
Yeah, or the Black Panther is the black sheep of this cheering section.
They always feel like they have been, unfortunately.
Why? They're stylish, they're flamboyant, I get it. The old boys, exciting, they made history.
You got Keiserato almost dropping 30 here. You got to get excited about that one. Bit of life left in them out here. But yeah, this is it. The shovel in from 0-0 Nation. What's the best that they can bolster? They've got an AK out, there's a couple of deagles.
Yeah,
There's going to be very light on you two here, Alex. What are we talking? A smoke, a couple of flashes, a Molotov. I don't want to call this one, but it feels done.
Yeah, I mean, Cold Zera's backing Lato. He's dropped an AK for him.
The second in play.
All right, yeah, 2 of those. Let's see if there is any life left in 00NATION. 3 rounds posted in their first, 6 here in their second. That's 0-2. Gonna be ringing in their ears in the shuttle back to the hotel. Big nade, very big nade. Look at the damage, the destruction. Art does fall, succumbs to that AK-47. Safe puts Lato down and out. Taco, big strafe off the flash, gets himself into the site unspotted. Certainly not unscathed. 20 points of health, the big bang on the ding. A second out of Taco, but that is all we have to write about